The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Beavers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will have the opening possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. And that's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. Defense got it. They're on the run.
Those wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. The defense swarmed, did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Woodside. Finds his man in the middle. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1 yard line. The Beavers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You got to execute and you got to lock in.
Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Nees. Takes the easy completion. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
To the air on 2nd down. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good.
Oh, he's got some space. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when.
Into the secondary on the right. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against us. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Got some room and into the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Need. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He's one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun to give, looking for room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Beavers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And he'll just take it in. This drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go with a direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Need. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left.
We should
That
have
one
picked
could
that. We
really
need to
put
get
this
better at
drive
these
into
interceptions.
high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback will keep it.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of these plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the first down. Oh, and what a move What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to pass, it's Woodside. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range.
There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. He's now got 78 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Here's the pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Flips it out on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
Hey, you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big
looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
And the extra point was good. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ingram. At the 40, there he goes. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. Back to throw, it's Nees. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. He's got him still on his feet. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. North Carolina was able to finish off a close one in Chapel Hill. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself.
Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Here's the handoff. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Beavers with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Woodside. Fakes to grab. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Got his man in the middle. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Fakes to grab on the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receivers.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Turning it on! Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Beavers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. They'll try to blast their way in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Beavers!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
To the air, it's Need. Got his man. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be.
And he just kept
he put his hands up. That's a big.
The crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Bringing it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Buys a little time with his feet. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He holds it in and nobody's close. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Stepping to the right. Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
The Beavers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis.
The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Quarterback adapting. Got his man on the right. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Complete in the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw, it's Woodside. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Beaver! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man, or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Gonna look downfield again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Oregon State, 49. Iowa, 21.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Dropping back, it's Woodside. He's going to take off. Gets the first himself. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. It's caught. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Oregon State. He got a step and just dusted the field. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by a field goal over USF. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, he's got some space. Ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air. It's Need. Snagged out of the air. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Hard running there. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll go to the sneak.
And let's not complicate this. It's worked before. The QB sneak continued to get 1st downs. Keep using it. Keep moving the chains.
And the Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their 3rd sack in 2 weeks. They got to do it better.
Unleashes one deep. And
Bro, are you gonna fucking jump, or are you just gonna let him catch every fucking time?
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Back to throw, it's Woodside. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking for a big gain. Makes a grab on the right. Lots of room to run. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. And the Beavers have moved it inside the 20. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
63, Iowa, 28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back to just keep moving. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why...
There he goes. Lowers that shoulder.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To the air, it's Woodside. It's complete to the left. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's a heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Wide open spaces. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Oregon State! And they take it in for 6 more points. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Hey, quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Firing to the right, complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Handoff from the gun. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
He's taken down at the 40.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Hawkeyes are on the move.
Good enough for a first down.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Proctor. Open space at the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Iowa! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Looking for a man. It's Woodside. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Turning it on! And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Beaver! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Open field on the right. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing.
Breaks into the open. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Woodside. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. And the Beavers want to crank the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon State. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The option look. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Woodside. Got his man quickly. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Beavers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw again. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Right on target this time. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And right down the middle. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
A strike downfield. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Woodside. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And the Beavers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Under fire. He's got an open man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Man, having a great back makes life so easy on your offense. It balances everybody out. It commits more guys to the box. And this guy all season long, he's in the top 10 in rushing for a reason. He's continued to make plays. You continue to trust him. This guy is a great running back.
They stop him just a length or 2 short of the 1st. And, man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down. And remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They're looking to throw on second and short. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. The Beavers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. They'll try to slam it in. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Oregon State.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Picked off to stop the threat. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up.